Jeff Slauson here from 19 News Now at the 19 News Digital Desk. Let me just change the camera a smidge there. There we go. Okay, didn't realize why that was so zoomed in. We are going to be showing you some pretty intense video here that just was into our newsroom. Catherine Huntley reported on this earlier. It's a fairly crazy scene here, and I don't want to get this wrong, so I want to kind of track this here. The suspect that is involved with it is from Georgia. Now has 3 felonies and a misdemeanor for his actions that happened in Springfield Township. So this all happened on Saturday night. There was an alleged stalking incident at an IHOP in Springfield Township, again on Saturday. That led to a police pursuit, then an officer-involved shooting. Now, when officers arrived at the IHOP, this was on South Arlington Road, that's where the suspect was believed to have driven from Tennessee and then made threats. Customers had heard the threats, so they called police, and then ultimately they were able to identify who that suspect was. The suspect was in a truck. Officers arrived at the truck. They eventually were able to pull it over and tried to get the suspect out of the truck. That did not work. The suspect then drove away with one of the officers dangling from the window, that officer ultimately falling. The video that we have, at least, is going to end at some point because it gets into Akron, and that's where Akron police take over. So the Springfield Township police, of course, are going to end where their jurisdiction ends. So what we're going to be able to see is the body cam from the officer who was hanging on the truck, another body cam from an officer who was helping, and then his dash cam as well. So let's just start with the dash cam so you can kind of get a general view as to what happened in this situation. So here it is. There is audio with it. There's going to be some swear words here. Want to caution you about those, but this being on the internet here, we are able to play it in its entirety. So let's play it for you now. So now the officers approach, again, the driver that was involved in a stalking incident. This is the dash cam again. You're not going to actually hear much from this. But again, this started with an alleged stalking incident and police being called with threats being made at an IHOP. So watch this. They're trying to get him out of the truck. Get rid of that lower real quick so you can see the whole thing. So the first officer tries to get in, a second officer goes and tries to help. They're holding onto the left arm of the suspect at the time. And then you're going to see here, the one officer had, I think now, there we go. So now he steps up to try even more. That officer on the left-hand side goes around to try and get in on the right-hand side of the truck. That does not work, obviously, and then comes back around. This is going to be the officer that's dangling from it.
Right down there in the Walmart.
So here they go. So now they're really putting in the effort, obviously, to get this done. And again, the suspect is Jeffrey Latson from Georgia. Faces, look at that. So now the officer's on there, takes off. You hear him say he's fleeing. Now he's going to run back into the car. I'll let the audio take over. So the officer falls off pretty quickly here. That was stuck onto the semi. Then, obviously, the suspect takes off. Now, again, Springfield Township Police only are going to respond up until where their jurisdiction is. Then it ends. That's when Akron Police take over. Akron Police ultimately were the ones that had this end. Akron officers ultimately shot and injured the suspect who was driving the semi. But again, we'll kind of trail onto this as it plays out. So you can see there now this officer is entering a different jurisdiction. So I think that the next exit they get off at, but still following the suspect again in this semi. So I believe it's either this exit or the next exit. And then again, ultimately this ends in Akron. Officers shoot the suspect, get him out. And again, the suspect has been charged in this. All right, so it's basically just a pretty standard chase from here. Let's get to the body cam now of the officer who was on the truck here. Let's play this.
Shut off that truck! Shut off the truck! Shut off the truck! Because you refused to stop! Hold on, man, stop it! Shut off the truck! Man, shut off that truck! Shut off that truck! What? Tell me what's going on, sir! You're gonna get tased right now! Tase me! What the fuck is
Turn off that truck!
What
Turn
did
it
I
off!
do?
Turn off the truck!
Call my company!
Turn off
Call my company!
What? No, drop it! Drop it!
No! It's a
Drop it!
phone!
I don't care! Drop it!
Hold on, it's a phone, bro! No, bro, it's a phone, bro! Stop, bro!
Come on up here, right at the end of Walmart.
Bring your white shirt before y'all could pull me out. Bring your white shirt. Bring your white shirt, man.
Turn the truck off.
Bring your white shirt, man. No, you can't do this, bro.
Turn
you
off
can't do
the
this,
truck.
bro.
Turn off the truck.
Bro, stop, bro.
Turn off the truck.
Stop, bro. Stop, bro. Stop, bro.
Turn off the truck. Oh, no. Don't.
Stop, bro.
No. You're gonna get shot. You're gonna get shot. Don't sue. You're gonna get shot.
So then that officer gets thrown to the ground in some way. That officer, I believe, let me just double check here, suffered a concussion and a broken leg from that. So that fall from the truck, concussion and broken leg. Let's play it for you one more time.
Shut off
that truck. Shut off the truck.
Shut off the truck.
Because you refused to stop.
Hold on, man. Stop it. Shut off the truck. Man, let my arm go.
Shut off that truck. Shut off that truck.
What? Tell me what's going on, sir.
You're gonna get tased right now.
Tase me. What the fuck is
Turn
going
off that truck.
What
Turn
did
it
I
off.
do?
Turn off the truck.
Call my company.
Turn off the.
Call my company.
What? No. Drop it. Drop it.
No. It's a
Drop it.
phone.
I don't care. Drop it.
Hold on, it's a phone, bro. No, bro, it's a phone, bro. Stop, bro. Stop. Go to jail for this. Hold on, bro.
Come on up here, right at the end of Walmart.
Bring your white shirt before y'all could pull me out. Bring your white shirt. Bring your white shirt, man.
Turn the truck off.
Bring your white shirt, man. No, you can't do this, bro.
Turn
you
off
can't do
the
this,
truck.
bro.
Turn off the truck.
Bro, stop, bro.
Turn off the truck.
Stop, bro. Stop, bro. Stop, bro.
Turn off the truck. Oh, no. Don't.
Stop, bro.
No. You're gonna get shot. You're gonna get shot. Don't sue. You're gonna get shot.
All right, now I'm going to show you the body cam from the second officer who was not run by, or at least holding onto the truck there when it ran out.
Put your both hands out of the window. Both hands out of the window. Both hands out. Shut off the rig. Shut off the truck. Shut off the truck. Shut off the truck. Shut off the. Shut off the truck. Shut off the truck. Shut off the truck. Shut off the truck.
Hold on, man. Stop it.
Shut off the truck.
Man, let my arm go.
Shut off the
Let my arm go,
truck.
man.
Shut off the truck.
Let my arm go,
Shut
man.
off the truck.
What?
Shut off the truck.
Tell me what's going on, sir.
Shut off the truck.
Right now.
Tase me. What the fuck is
Shut
going
off
on?
that truck.
What did I do?
Turn off the truck.
Shut off the truck.
Turn off my company.
What? No.
Drop it.
Drop it. Drop it.
Phone. It's a
Drop it.
phone.
I don't care. Drop it.
Drop
It's
it.
a phone, bro.
Drop it.
No, bro. It's a phone, bro. Stop, bro. This.
Hey.
No, you kidnapping me.
No.
You kidnapping. No, you
Stop.
can't do this. I know my rights. I'm gonna sue
Stop.
the fuck out of y'all.
Stop.
I'm gonna sue y'all. Gonna get sued and
Stop.
you gonna go to jail for this. bro. You call my company. Bring your white shirt before y'all come me out. Bring your white shirt. Bring your white shirt, man. Bring your white shirt, man. No, you can't do this, bro. You can't do this, bro.
Turn off the truck.
Bro, stop, bro.
Turn off the truck.
Stop, bro. Stop, bro. Stop, bro.
Turn off the truck.
Bro, stop.
Don't.
Stop, bro.
He's fleeing.
So this again was the responding officer in this, just to kind of show you those tense moments here.
Both hands out
Again,
the window.
that suspect was taken into custody after being shot by Akron police. As you can see, fleeing an officer, tried to take that officer obviously with him, and then ultimately going from Springfield Township multiple towns over, ending up in Akron, and then ultimately ending up being taken into custody. I want to show these videos one more time, and then we will see you all coming up at 9 o'clock over on Cleveland's 43. But let's start with the body cam, or the dash cam, excuse me, one more time. And again, remember, this was initially for a call of somebody making threats, stalking at an IHOP. They were in a semi, officers followed, and then this all happened here.
Come on up here, right down there in the Walmart.
And then they flee. It's just a standard chase from there. Let's now get the view from the officer that was on the truck at the time.
Shut off
That truck. Shut off the truck.
Shut off the truck.
Because you refuse to stop.
Hold on, man. Stop it. Shut off the truck.
Shut off that truck. Shut off that truck.
Tell me what's going on first.
You're gonna get tased right now.
Tase me. What the fuck is
Turn
going
off
on?
that truck.
What
Turn
did
it
I
off.
do?
Turn off the truck.
Call my company.
Turn off
Call my company.
What? No. Drop it. Drop it.
It's a
Drop it.
phone.
I don't care. Drop it.
Hold on, it's a phone, bro. No, bro, it's a phone, bro. Stop, bro.
Come on up here, right down there in the Walmart.
Bring your white shirt before y'all come me out. Bring your white shirt. Bring your white shirt, man.
Turn the truck off.
Bring your white shirt, man. No, you can't do this, bro.
Turn
you
off
can't do
the
this,
truck.
bro.
Turn off the truck.
Bro, stop, bro.
Turn off the truck.
Stop, bro. Stop, bro. Stop, bro.
Turn off the truck. Bro, no. Don't.
Stop, bro.
No. You're gonna get shot. You're gonna get shot. No, sir. You're gonna get shot.
And then here's the second view.
Both hands out of the window. Both hands out of the window. Both hands out. Shut off the rig. Shut off the truck. Shut off the truck. Shut off the truck. Shut off the. Shut off the truck. Shut off the truck. Shut off the truck. Shut off the truck.
Hold on, man. Stop it.
Shut off the truck.
Man, let my arm go.
Shut off the
Let my arm go,
truck.
man.
Shut off the truck.
Let my arm go,
Shut
man.
off the truck.
For what?
Shut off the truck.
Tell me what's going on first.
Shut off the truck.
Right now.
Don't tase me. What the fuck is
Shut
going
off
on?
that truck.
What did I do?
Turn off the truck.
Shut off the truck.
Turn off my company.
What? No,
No, hell no.
Drop it. Drop it.
Phone. It's a
Drop it.
phone.
I don't care. Drop it.
Drop it.
It's a phone, bro.
Drop it.
No, bro. It's a phone, bro. Stop, bro. This,
Hey.
No, you kidnapping me.
No.
You kidnapping. No, you
Stop.
can't do this. I know my rights. I'm gonna sue
Stop.
the fuck out of y'all.
Stop.
I'm gonna sue y'all. Gonna get sued and
Stop.
you're gonna go to jail for this. Hold on, bro.
Come on up.
You call my company. Bring y'all white shirt before y'all
Stop.
cut me out. Bring your white shirt. Bring your white shirt, man.
Turn the truck off.
Bring your white shirt, man. No, you can't do this, bro. You can't do this, bro.
Turn off the truck.
Bro, stop, bro.
Turn off the truck.
Stop, bro. Stop, bro.
Turn
Stop, bro.
Turn off the truck.
Bro, stop.
Don't.
Stop, bro.
He's fleeing.
And again, the officer that was taken to the ground there suffered a concussion and a broken leg. The suspect charged with multiple felonies. Ultimately, the chase ended in Akron, where a police officer-involved shooting took that suspect down, at least to be arrested. We are still waiting on the updates on the condition. If you want more info on this, you can, of course, go to our website at cleveland19.com, or Catherine Huntley covered this extensively throughout the day. And we will, of course, have more coming up on 19 News at 9, 10, and 11. So we will see you there. For now, I'm Jeff Slauson with 19 News. Everyone have a great night. We'll see you coming up for the next 2.5 hours, of nonstop news.